This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good evening everyone. Is my voice audible? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, first of all, I think Saturday we have covered till LED flasher circuit, right, and battery level indicator. Okay, now I will just explain the auto routing concept in PCB wizard. So after completing it within 10 to 15 minutes, we will go to advanced tool introduction. Okay, that is easy EDA. Okay, is that clear for everyone? Now all of you open the Liveware software and PCB Wizard software. You need to open both the softwares. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. Both the software should be in open position. Okay, or else you may face some issues with your PC. Okay. Just make sure that both the softwares are turned on. Okay. Because for auto routing concept, you need to open both the softwares and simulate the circuit in Liveware. Okay, and we need to convert it from the Liveware software. Okay, it will directly open the PCB layout file in the PCB wizard. Okay, as I have already told you in the earlier classes, Liveware and PCB wizard are interlinked softwares. Okay, they are interlinked together. That is the reason you need to open both the softwares. Okay, in case if you did not open the PCB wizard software and run your file in Liveware, then you will face a hangover of your system. That means your system will get hanged. Okay, again you need to restart your system. Okay, that error will occur if you forgot to open both the softwares. Okay, just follow the instructions clearly. Now open both the softwares, and I need all of you to open the LED flasher circuit, okay, which you have designed in the previous class. Okay, I think everybody have the circuits with you. Just open it quickly. Okay, after opening the circuit, I think everybody has the saved files with you, right? That is the reason I am telling you to open the file directly. Okay, after opening the file, just run your circuit. Okay, check whether it is working or not. Okay, there is no need to run your circuit. Now make sure that your PCB wizard software is opened. Okay, it should be open in another window. Okay, and your livewire software also should be in open position. Okay, just open the PCB wizard software and leave it. Now open the livewire circuit. Okay, after running your circuit, just click on tools and click on convert, and in convert you need to click on design to printed circuit board. Okay, it will open some auto routing window, and then we need to give some instructions to the auto router. Okay, just click on tools and then convert to, sorry, click on convert and then design to printed circuit board. Okay, if you click on it, it will open a convert to printed circuit board window like this. Okay, here you will have two options. Okay, the first one is no, let livewire specify those options for me. Okay, those options are nothing but like sizes and shapes of the components and shape of your board, etc. Okay, and you can change the track width also. Okay, all these options are left to livewire only. Okay, you are not doing anything, just you are selecting the option as let livewire specify those options for me. Okay, and click on next. After that you need to click on convert. Okay, the circuit is LED flasher. Okay, now you can open any one of your circuits, but LED flasher is little large circuit, right? That is the reason I have opened it. You can auto route for simple circuits also, like a stable multivibrator and bistable multivibrator. If your circuit is simple, the auto router will give you 100% output, nothing but you will get a perfect output. But we should not use the auto routed output for designing the PCB layouts. Okay, always we need to use the manual routing process only. Okay, I will explain the reason why we need to use the manual routing. Okay, now click on convert option. It will directly take you to the PCB wizard software, and you can observe that it will arrange the components itself, and you can observe that it is checking for maximum possibilities. Okay, and after completion you will get a message like this. Okay, auto routing completed, only 92%. Okay, 92% is also wrong. Okay, because it will not give you 92% output. Okay, auto router for large circuits, it will not give you the perfect output, and we should never use the auto router for routing our circuits. Okay, is that clear for everyone? You can read that auto routing completed for 90. Okay, whatever it may be, Mr. Pawan Kalyan, either it is 92 or 97, that is not the correct output or exact output. I will tell you the reason why it is not the correct output. Okay, now I am clicking on OK, and I will zoom in the circuit for you. Okay, guys. Now, if you observe clearly, okay, there will be several jumpers, nothing but there will be pads wherever there is no possibility. Okay, I think in Saturday class I have manual routed this circuit, right? Okay, I have completed this circuit with manual routing without any overlapping or short circuited or jump by using any jumpers. Now, if you look at this circuit clearly, okay, you can observe some blue lines, right? In some areas, you can observe blue lines, right? And if you observe the 555 timer IC, the 2 to 6 pin of your IC is not connected, okay, at all. And in IC 4017B also, one pin is not connected to your LED, okay, and another pin is also not connected to LED, okay. It left the connections without making any track, okay, nothing but the auto rotor is unable to find the ways. But in Saturday class, I think you have observed, I have manual routed the circuit and I got the 100% output. And now coming to these blue lines, okay, those blue lines are called as jumpers, okay. Jumpers are not preferred in any PCB layout because jumpers need to be installed after completion of the PCB manufacturing, okay. Did you got my point? Once the PCB is completely manufactured, then we need to take some external wires and we need to solder them like this, okay. They will be appearing as jumpers, okay. That is the reason we should never use the auto routing concept, okay. Can anyone count the jumpers in this circuit? Okay, can anyone please count the jumpers? Okay, these are all jumpers. If you observe my cursor, okay, this is a jumper, this is a jumper, and this is a jumper, this is a jumper. Okay, if we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we can find nearly 8 jumpers, right? Okay, in this circuit, you can observe 8 jumpers. Okay, those 8 jumpers are nothing but external wires should be connected to those pads. Okay, simply the auto rotor will take pads and we need to use the jumpers after completion of PCB board. Okay, now again open the Livewire software. Again click on tools. Now click on convert design to printed circuit board. Now change the option to yes, I wish to decide how my design is converted. Okay, nothing but we can give the shape of our board and we can give the track width. Okay, like that we can change our own values and instructions. Okay, if you change this option, we need to give some values or we need to give some instructions for the auto rotor. Okay, now change this to yes and click on next. Now it will ask you to, if you are willing to change the shape, then you can change the shape of your PCB. Okay, it is in rectangular shape, right? Now if you change it, you can change it to circular PCB. Okay, I'm changing it into circular. Then click on next. Okay, these are all the components which are present in your board. Okay, PCB layout. Okay, now again no need to change anything here. You need to click next. After that also you need to click on next. Okay, no need to change anything. And if you want to change the spacing between tracks, you can adjust it here, but I am not changing anything. I'm clicking on next. Okay, here you can give the grid width. Okay, nothing but track width. Okay, again clicking on next. And again click on next. Now the last option will be convert. Okay, click on convert. Okay, I have changed the shape to circular PCB, right? That is the reason it is taking circular shape. Okay, but circular PCBs are designed only for simple circuits. Okay, nothing but the boards which are having very less number of components can be designed by using circular PCBs. But when it comes to large circuits, circular PCBs are not recommended because more space will be required and more board area will be wasted. Okay, here if you observe the warning message, auto routing completed 97%. Okay, that is also wrong because it will use so many jumpers. Okay, and gives us the output as 97%. Okay, that is wrong. And one more point, if you auto route a simple circuit, nothing but a simple fire alarm or a stable multivibrator circuit, it will give you 100% output without any jumpers. Okay, auto routing should be used only for finding the possibilities. Okay, I will explain it. I'll just close it, warning message. Okay, now if you observe the circuit, how many jumpers are present in this design? How many jumpers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are nearly 8 jumpers in this circuit also, and you can observe that one of the IC pin is not connected also. Okay, that is the reason we should never use the auto router. Okay, auto routing concept is only used for finding the possibilities. Okay, suppose if you observe the 555 timer IC, you can observe that those tracks are taken from inside of the IC and outside of the IC. Okay, you can use it for checking those connections. Okay, if there is a possibility, you can identify those connections like this. Okay, and if you keep it in real world diagram, your board will look like this. Okay, here observe the jumpers. It is clearly shown in blue color. Okay, all those are jumper wires need to be soldered with our own bare hands after completion of the PCB. Okay, and if you check the artwork of your design, it will look like this. Okay, is it clear for everyone? Please respond quickly. Okay, thank you, Ms. Susmita. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, that is about PCB wizard and livewire softwares. And one more point I forgot to tell you, open the livewire software. Okay, if you open the livewire software and you can, if you observe the left side options that you have, you can check the voltage levels and current flow of your circuit. Okay, once it is in running position, you can check the voltage levels as well as current levels. Okay, just change the options. Okay, now if you observe, you can find the voltages, okay, at different points. And if you change it to current flow, you can clearly observe the current flow also in your circuit. Okay, is it clear for everyone? If you have any doubts, you can ask me regarding auto routing and these two softwares, PCB Wizard and Livewire. Okay, don't bother about the Livewire software, which is a dummy tool. Okay, unlike Multisim or MATLAB, I think so. Multisim software. In our academics, we design our lab circuits, right? Like that, this is a simple circuits designing software. Okay, but don't expect 100% output in the software. For some circuits, it will give you the output exactly, but for some circuits, you may find some errors. Okay. Okay, guys. Can I close the liveware and PCB wizard software? Please respond quickly. Okay, thank you. Now I need all of you to sign into your Gmail accounts in your systems. Okay, not in mobile phones. Those who are using laptops or PCs, just open any one of your browser and sign in to your Gmail accounts. Okay, just make it fast. Okay, I will give 5 minutes for everybody. Okay, just log into your Gmail accounts. After that, open a new tab. Okay, just first sign into your account, Gmail accounts. After that, open a new window, search as Easy EDA. Okay, you need to do it after logging into your Gmail only. First of all, you need to log into your Gmail accounts. Okay, now it is 5:31. I will start in 5:35. Okay, you have 4 minutes. Just sign into your Gmail accounts and search. Open a new tab and search as Easy EDA. You will find like this Easy EDA online PCB design and circuit simulator. Okay, you need to open it. Just make it fast. You have 4 minutes. Okay guys, did everyone sign in to your Gmail accounts? Respond quickly. Okay, after signing in, just open a new tab and search Easy EDA. After that, you need to open Easy EDA online PCB design and circuit simulator. Okay, don't go for download any other option. Just you need to open Easy EDA online PCB design and circuit simulator. Okay, I'm just clicking on it. Okay, it will take you to the home page of Easy EDA. Okay, now you need to click on register. Okay, because you are new to the Easy EDA platform, you need to click on register. After that, click on continue with Google. Okay, don't go for username, email, password, etc. etc. Just continue with Google. Okay, if you click on it, it will take you to your Gmail account, and for some members it will ask you to verify your account. Okay, just verify it, and if it asks you your Gmail password, just give it. After opening the Easy EDA, you need to click on register, and you need to click on continue with Google. Okay, as I have already created an account with the Easy EDA, I clicked on login, and I also will click on continue with Google. Okay, okay, now my account has been logged in into Easy EDA. Okay, you can observe my icon on the right side, right? All of you complete the registration quickly. Just click on register and click on continue with Google. Okay, just give your Gmail account and password here. No need to give the username, password, etc. etc. After clicking on register, just click on continue with Google and give your email and password. That's it, your account will be created. Okay, did everyone sign in to you Easy EDA account? Sorry, registered to Easy EDA. If it is completed, please respond. Okay, completed for one person. Okay, good. Now you need to click on Easy EDA Designer, okay, which is an option available at the left side of your registration icon. Okay, at the center you have an option as Easy EDA Designer, right? Okay, for first time users it will give the home page, but I am a regular user, right? I have already an account with Easy EDA. So if you click on it, okay, just skip this. Okay, this is user management menu. You no need to change anything, just you can skip it. Okay, after that you need to click on okay, wait a minute, did everyone got the screen as mine? Okay, Can you observe your screens? My screen and your screen is similar or not? Okay, thank you. I think it will be similar. Now I will just explain about the software and options that we will have. Okay, if you go to the top side, okay, you can observe EasyEDA standard, right? Okay, that STD is standard. Okay, no, don't change it. If you change it, it will take you to the simulator. Okay, simulator is not a function which is available for us. Okay, we will discuss it later. Always it should be in STD only. Okay, STD is nothing but standard mode. Okay, now if you click on file, you can get a new project, new schematic, new PCB, new symbol, new footprint. All these are new. Okay, in file. Okay, and if you want to open your saved projects, then you can click on open project. Okay, like that you will have file. And in advanced options, if your document is deleted, okay, you can recover it by going to the document recovery option that is provided. And in settings, no need to change anything. Okay, there is no need to change anything. Now coming to the project on the left side, okay, left top side, for every circuit that you will be designing, you should create a project. Okay, in EasyEDA, for each and every circuit, you need to create a project. Okay, you need to give a title for your project. Okay, we will discuss it later. Just I will explain the options and we will go for designing a circuit. Then you can understand the process clearly. Now coming to the double E library. Okay, double E library is nothing but EasyEDA library. Okay, in EasyEDA library, we will find all the basic electronic component footprints as well as symbols. Okay, first of all, consider them as circuit symbols. Later, we will discuss about footprints. Okay, in EasyEDA library, double E is nothing but EasyEDA library. If you open it, okay, if you just give a click on it, you will find some of the basic component circuit symbols like resistors, capacitors, LEDs, transistors, okay, and regulators and some displays. Okay, these all components comes under EE library. Okay, these are some basic components. Okay, basic electronic components. And coming to the next option, suppose if you want to design a stable multivibrator circuit in EasyEDA, then we need 555 timer, right? Okay, can you observe 555 timer in EE library or EasyEDA library? No, right? There is no 555 timer in EasyEDA library. Now, for getting the 555 timer, we need to use the general library. Okay, general library is nothing but if you give a click on library, it will open a window like this. Here we can search the components. Okay, whatever may be the component, we can search it here and we can take it from the gallery. Okay, now you can observe this is a window and observe the classes line. Okay, when it comes to the classes, you will have LCSC, JLC, PCB, system, and user defined. Okay, guys, in classes, we will find the different types of circuit symbol providers. Okay, LCSC and JLC PCB, we will discuss about them. Okay, they are on the options, right? In the left side, you can observe LCSC and JLC PCB. I will explain about them and their function. What is their function? Now when you need a component from the general library, okay, just open this and you can search the name. So okay, suppose I want the 555 timer. Okay guys, just give me a moment. Okay guys, suppose if you want the 555 timer, okay, then you can search here as NE 555. You can give the 555 also, just I have given NE as its basic model and click on search symbol. Okay, now if you observe in classes, okay, here it is classes, right? In LCSC you will find 13 circuit symbols, okay, or 13 symbols of 555 timer, and in JLC PCB you will find 5, and in system generated you have 9 circuit symbols, and in user contributed is nothing but some of the users that are using easy EDA. Okay, okay guys, just wait a minute, I need to take a call. Okay guys, sorry for the inconvenience. Is my voice audible? Respond quickly. Okay, thank you. Okay, where am I? Okay, these are some of the, okay, in every session like LCSC, JLC, PCB system or user contributed, you can search the component what you like. Okay, suppose in LCSC there are 13 symbols, right? If you click on one symbol while selecting the components, okay, you need to check for circuit symbol of the component and whether the footprint is available for that component or not. Okay, and the third one is the practical diagram, okay, or practical photo of that IC. There is no need of it. Just make sure that whenever you are selecting a component, it should have the circuit symbol. Okay, you can observe right on the right side, this is the first one will be your circuit symbol, the second one will be your footprint of that component. Okay, the first one is circuit symbol of 555 timer, the second one is footprint of 555 timer. Okay, like that If it have the footprint only, then you can place it on your circuit. Okay, just don't forget it, because when you take a component without the footprint, your circuit will not be converted to PCB. Okay, nothing but you cannot design the PCB layout for that circuit. Okay, it will not allow you. It will give you an error while converting the circuit to PCB layout. Okay, don't forget these points, and you can take your component in any one of the classes. Okay, you can take the component, okay, as you like. Okay, suppose if it suits your circuit, then you can select it from any one of the categories in the classes. Okay, user contributed are nothing but some of the user design symbols. Okay, they are not designed by the EasyEDA software development team. Okay, they are designed by some of the regular users that use the EasyEDA. Okay, you can also contribute some symbols if you want, but it is not necessary now because we are in the starting stage of learning. Okay, now I am closing the gallery. The next one is LCSC parts, right? The LCSC parts is a electronic component selling company. Okay, in LCSC parts you can find whatever may be the electronic component that is used in your circuit. Okay, it is a electronic components okay, manufacturing company which is interlinked with the EasyEDA tool. Okay, if you click on it, it will directly take you to the LCSC electronics homepage. Okay, this is a electronics selling online website. Okay, or platform. If you go to it, LCSC electronics, you will find all the electronic components, and if you want, you can directly place an order here. Okay, but nowadays they are not providing the components in India due to corona. Okay, I think they have stopped the services in India. Okay, okay, I don't know whether they have restarted their services or not, but they can directly send you the electronic components that you need. Okay, whether they are processors or capacitors or resistors, whatever it may be, all the electronic components will be available in LCSC electronics. Okay, now again come to the EasyEDA. The last one is JLC PCB, right? JLC PCB is a PCB board manufacturing company. Okay, just remember these points. JLC PCB is a PCB manufacturing company which is interlinked with EasyEDA. Suppose whenever you designed a PCB layout of some circuit and you want to take the PCB of that circuit, okay, then you can directly upload your files to JLC PCB website. Okay, they will provide your PCB within 10 days. Okay, single pieces are not manufactured. Okay, about 10 or 15 number is needed. Okay, if you want to make a PCB from JLC PCB website, more than 10 copies of your board should be needed. Okay, if you want 10 copies of your circuit, then you can place an order and within 10 days. Okay, their time period is only 10 days. Within 10 days you will get your PCB board. Okay, they will manufacture your design and they will send you the boards. Okay, is it clear for everyone? This is the website for JLC PCB. Okay, and if you check the capabilities of JLC PCB company, okay, these are the capabilities. Layers count. Okay, they can design up to 6 layers only. Okay, the JLC PCB is a company that can design the PCB boards up to 6 layers only. Okay, like that, these are some of the features and specifications of JLC PCB. Okay, and the material is FR4 only. that is the material which is used in every PCB manufacturing. Okay, all these are some of the capabilities of JLC PCB. Okay, again come to the easy idea tool. Now all the functions are explained. Now we will design a simple circuit. Okay, click on file and click on new project. Okay, a project window will be appeared for you. Now you need to give the title of your project. Okay, give the title as basic circuit. The project title should be basic circuit. Okay, as I have designed so many basic circuits. Okay, for the next circuit, if you give the same name, nothing but when you are doing the second project, if you give the same project name, it will not take that name. You need to give a separate name for each and every project. Okay, give the title as basic circuit. Okay, you can give the name as basic circuit. I have kept 14 because I have created so many basic circuits for the previous batches. Okay, now save the circuit. Guys, is my voice audible? Okay, thank you, Mr. Vishnath. Okay, after giving the name to your circuit, it will create a project for you and a project window will be appeared for you. Okay, this is the designing workspace. Just close it, the space or all. Okay, now you can observe a rectangular red color box, right? That is your project. Okay, you whatever may be the circuit, okay, whether it is a basic circuit or a large circuit or it is a circuit of motherboard also, it should be designed within this area only. Okay, no component or no circuit should be get out of this. Okay, just make sure that all the circuit, the entire circuit should be inside of this project space only. Okay, don't forget these points. After saving your circuit, sorry, after saving your project with a title, your workspace will be open like this and you can observe the rectangular box, right? This is the project and your circuit should be inside of this project only. Okay, whether it is a small one or large one. Okay, now if you move your cursor up and down, nothing but if you move front and back, you can zoom in and zoom out of your screen. Okay, or the project area. Okay, and if you want to drag, just click on the right side and drag it. Okay, click on the right side of your mouse and you can drag the workspace. Okay, the Easy EDA is one of the best simple advanced software for designing the PCB layouts. Okay, now you have opened your project workspace, right? After this, we can design our circuits. Okay, open the EasyEDA library, nothing but EE library. If you click on it, you will find all the basic components. Okay, the first one is a resistor, right? For taking components, okay, just select it and you can click on the workspace or the project space as many times as you want. And if you want to escape from the, give a right click. Okay, if you want to select and place some components, just click that component and again click on the workspace. Okay, you can take as many times as needed in your circuit. Okay, like that you can place the components whatever it may be and give a right click to escape from it. Okay, I have taken a resistor. After that, I need a power source, right? For that, just scroll down the EE library and you can observe power supply, right? Okay, in power supply, take a battery. Okay, the EasyEDA advanced software, right? In advanced software, we can design circuits with through-hole components as well as SMD components also. Okay, in PCB wizard we may find all the through-hole components. Okay, but when it comes to the EasyEDA, you will find maximum number of components in surface mount only. Okay, nothing but you will find all the components which are SMD. Okay, now in power supply, take a battery, just click on it and again click on the workspace. Okay, if you want to zoom in and zoom out, move your cursor front and back. Okay, just make sure that your circuit is inside of your project area only, then you can zoom in your circuit. Okay, after taking the battery and LED, I need, sorry, battery and resistor, I need an LED, right? Just scroll it down and in diodes you can find a LED. Okay, and if you down click the arrow at the components, okay, all the components have arrows, right? Okay, nothing but in EasyEDA you will have some series to the components. Okay, in practical circuits we need some series to the components, nothing but at particular points particular value of component only should be used. Okay, otherwise the circuit may not work properly or give some error at the output. Okay, that is the reason we need to maintain some same values of components. Okay, in EasyEDA you will find that option also. Okay, now select an LED. What color do you like? Okay, you can change the colors also. Just take it and place it on the workspace or the project area. Now if you want to drag the components, you can directly select the component and drag it. And if you want to rotate the component, just select the component and click on R or space bar. If you click on R button, it will rotate, or else you can click on space button also for rotating the components. Okay, now place the components as you want. Now you can observe wiring tools and drawing tools, right, on the left side of your workspace. These are the wiring tools, right? Wiring tools are nothing but the first one is wire. Okay, for connecting the terminals in circuit designing, we need to use the wire. Okay, after that But all these options we will use it in further circuits. No need of using bus or bus entry like that. Okay, the next one is net label ground. Okay, net flag ground. Okay, like that we can use all these wiring tools. Okay, and if you want VCC or 5 volts like that, you can use all these at the circuits. Okay, if you need them. Okay, now we will use only the wire for this circuit. From wiring tools, click on wire. Okay, you can observe a plus sign like that. Now go to the terminals of components. Okay, just go to the terminals of component, give a left click and directly go to the other component terminal. Okay, where you want to connect the wire and again give a click. Okay, left click. Now the connection has been established from battery positive terminal to the resistor and from the battery positive terminal to the LED anode. Okay, sometimes you may get extra wires like this. Okay, when you give some error connections, okay, just extra wires will be appeared like that. Just select the wire and you can click on delete option. Okay, you can directly delete the wire like that. Just correctly connect the terminals of components. Okay, okay guys, my circuit is completed. Okay, I have taken a battery, resistor and an LED. The circuit is completed. Okay, we'll just we'll add a button also. Okay, no need of using the button for you. Just directly connect the resistor. Okay. The connections are completed, right? Now, after completion of your circuit, you need to save your circuit first. Okay, just click on Control plus S. Okay, you can observe on the right bottom side in information, you can observe that saved successfully, right? After saving your circuit only, it will take you to the PCB designing window. Okay, from circuit designing window to PCB layout designing window. Okay, when you save the circuit only, it will take you, or else it will not take you. Okay, sometimes I have already told you that whenever you are taking components from library, okay, if you took a component with no footprint, then and again when you click on the convert to your circuit will be saved PCB option. For taking it PCB layout designing, it will not move because without a footprint no component can be converted to PCB. Okay, now after saving your circuit, go to design option which is present at the top side. After saving your circuit only, go to design and then click on convert to PCB. Okay, if you click on it, it will take you to the PCB designing window. Okay, now first of all, it will ask you, okay, Mr. Pawan Kalyan, after giving connections, just click on Control plus S. After giving all the connections, okay, I will do it again. Okay, this is right. Just give a Control plus yes. Okay, observe in information you can observe saved successfully, right? If it does not occur, it will not take you to the PCB designing window. Now go to the design option and click on convert to PCB. Okay, now it will ask you to change the shapes of your board or per layers, whether it is okay and or double layer or how many layers you okay, but initially it will be in two only because easy okay EDA the okay, just no need to change anything. Guys, is my voice not clear? Guys, is it audible or not? Guys, please respond quickly. Okay, audible. Thank you, guys. Now, when you click on convert to PCB option from the design, okay, after designing your circuit, go to the design option which is available at the top side and click on convert to PCB. Okay, it will take you to the PCB designing window and a window will be appear like this. Okay, if you want to change the border outline, okay, like that, some options will be given for you. Okay, if you don't want it, you can directly cancel it, or else you can click on apply. Okay, I'm just clicking on cancel. Okay, you can observe your comps and a predefined board area, right? Is I think my screen. Guys, what do you see on my screen right now? Okay, we will complete it quickly. Okay, these are the component footprints that we have taken, and we will be provided with a predefined board area. Okay, in PCB wizard we need to give the board area, but in easy EDA we will be provided with a predefined board area. Okay, just if you move your cursor front and back. Your screen will be, project workspace will be zoom in and zoom out. Okay. Now select all the components and drag them to your board area. Okay, predefined board area. Okay. I'll just zoom in. Select all the components and select drag them area. Now to your unit and board, arrange the components without overlappings. Okay. Suppose if you observe the resistor and the LEDs are overlapped, right? Okay, they are crossed with each other. Okay, you need to rearrange the components. Just you can rotate the components, you can place the components wherever you want. Okay, like that. You can change the directions also. Okay, make sure that all the wires are without any overlapping. Okay, rotate all the components, change the positions of components. Like that, you can design the layout of your PCB. Okay, after placing all the components without overlapping. Okay, I think my screen is not updating quickly. Just I will give you. Okay, you need to arrange the components without any links. Okay, just change the position. If you wire should not, if you should wire. Okay, then we can route the circuit easily. Okay. Okay, now if you observe the components, resistor, LED, and the button are placed in such a way that overlapped with any other component, or they are placed at certain distances and the wires are properly given without any overlapping. Okay, now if you observe the options, okay, like when it is in circuit designing, you can observe wiring tools, right? But when you change it to PCB designing window, the tools will be PCB tools. Okay, here you will find track, pad, vias, text. Okay, and if you want to add some holes, or if you want to add some background images, all this comes under PCB tools. Okay, now arrange the components. After that, click on track from the PCB tools. Okay, click on the track, go to the terminal center. Okay, this is the footprint of a battery, right? You can observe plus and minus symbols. Go to the center of the pads of your components. Okay, then give a click. Then you can observe a track. You can take the track as you like. Okay, like that, give the track. Okay, just make sure that there is no 90-degree angle in your routing. Okay, just bend the tracks little bit so that you can find tracks of other degrees. Okay, Always try to avoid 90-degree angles. Okay, now my routing process is completed. Okay, if you observe from the battery positive terminal, we have connected it to key 1. Key 1 is nothing but button 1, and from battery output we directly connected it to the resistor, and from the resistor another other terminal we connected it to the LED, and from LED cathode we directly connected it to the battery negative terminal. Okay, my routing is completed. Now if you want to change the board sizes, okay, I'm not changing anything. If you want to edit the board sizes, just select the board line, then you can adjust the sizes also. Okay, like this you can adjust the sizes of your board. Okay, and now if you want to add some text, sorry, before giving the text we need to give the copper area. Okay, after routing your circuit, if you go to the PCB tools, if you observe the dotted lines which are available at the bottom of text, okay, this is the copper area. Click on it. Okay, and a attributes window will be appeared for you. When you click on the copper area, a attributes window will appear for you. Just always leave the net in ground only. Okay, I will explain the reason why it should be in ground, and click on OK. Okay, now you will observe a red color line like this. The copper area should be given in such a way that you click on 4 corners of your board. Okay, and you need to match the starting and ending point of your copper area. Okay, when you observe the plus like this, just give a click at the left top side, again give a click at the right top side, now at the right bottom, just make sure that all the components are inside of your copper area. Okay, and again make sure that the starting and ending points. Okay, now I have clicked on 4 corners, right? But I need to end it, okay, at the same point as beginned. Okay, I have beginned at the left top, right? Now I am at the left top again. Just go to the point where you have exactly started and give a click. Okay, give a right click, then you can observe copper area is placed. Okay, if some people it will directly change to red color. Okay, and if it is does not change, there is no problem, don't worry about it. Okay, you can observe the dotted lines right below the board area. Okay, that line indicates your copper area. Okay, for some people it will change to red color also, don't bother about it. Okay, because when you give the copper area in PCB wizard, the board turns to red color, right? Okay, like that only. Here also for some people it will change, and for some people when you mismatch or have some network issues, it will not change to red color, don't bother about it. Okay, now I have given the cover area, and after that if you want to give some titles or names in your circuit, go to the text and give a click at location where there is no footprint. You can place the text like that, and if you double click on it, it will edit. Okay, it will give option to edit. Okay, one more point. Your text should not be touching any one of the tracks or component footprints. Okay, just make sure that and place the text where there is no footprint or component is present. Okay, all where the component is present. Always keep in mind that it text should not be touching one of the track or any one of the footprint. Okay, I am giving the label as basic circuit. Okay, now the process is completed, and for some circuits or for some PCB boards we need to mount them on some surfaces, right? Okay, for that we need holes in our PCB board. Okay, for giving the holes you can use the hole option which is available in the PCB tools. Okay, from the right side second option will be your hole. Okay, click on it and go to the PCB board. You need to place the holes where there is no footprint or where there is no track. Okay, I am just placing 4 holes at the 4 corners of my board. Okay, now the designing is completed. Okay, after completion of your routing, okay, just go to design again. Okay, no need to go for design. After completion of this, in the next class I will explain about design rule checking. Don't bother about it. Okay, after routing your circuit you can go to the view option and you can find the 2D view and 3D view of your PCB board. Okay, if you click on the 2D view you can observe the 2D view of your board. Okay, your PCB board will look like this in 2D view. Okay, again go to the PCB. Okay, you can change the tabs here. If you observe the tabs, this is the circuit, this is the PCB window, and this is the photo view tab. Now again go to the view option and click on 3D view. Okay, it will open another tab. Okay, this is the 3D view of your circuit. Okay, this is the battery holder, this is the button, and this is your LED, and this is your resistor. Okay, these three components are SMD, but the battery holder is a through hole component. Okay, you can clearly observe these three components: LED, resistor, and switch. These three are SMD components. Okay, but when it comes to the battery holder, it is a through hole component. Okay, you can rotate the 3D view of your design like this. Okay, if you observe there are 2 holes for the battery holder. Okay, the remaining components have no terminals. Okay, because their terminals are directly soldered at the top side. Okay, that is the advantage with SMD components. Okay, this is how your 3D view of the board looks like. Okay, is the entire process clear for everyone? Please respond in the chat box. Quickly respond. Okay, good. In the coming classes, we will design more and more circuits, and in easy EDA only, you will learn designing PCBs in mm, double-sided PCBs also. Okay, that means you will be going to learn how to design PCB boards of double-sided. Okay, double-sided boards or two-layered PCBs. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow you will be learn the next circuit like a stable multivibrator circuit. So there are several practical circuits also like IR sensor and Arduino Uno board like that. Okay, if you are very fast, then we can deal with that circuits also. Just go through this once again after completion of the class, and if you have any queries, you can ask us in WhatsApp also. Okay, don't feel shy to ask questions either in meeting or in WhatsApp group. If you have any queries, you can directly contact us. Okay, that's it for today, guys.